What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Buddha the Wanderer, and I'm evolving. As some of you may have seen in my profile and my username, I've updated it to my middle and last name. And there's a reason to all of this. A story and a plot. So boom. As some of you may have also noticed, Kai Cenat and AMP have officially launched Streamers University. And from the clips and streams that I've seen so far, that shit looks lit. Very lit. And when they first announced Streamers University, I was going to apply, but two things stopped me. The first thing is I just got started in this game, and as of this video, I have 55 subscribers. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all for following me. But I feel like to apply for Streamers University, you have to have a certain prerequisite and resume to get in. For example, let's say you're in high school and you want to go into Yale. If you have a 2.0 GPA and you're trying to get into Yale, you're kidding yourself. Unless you're doing something extraordinary, life-changing for society, you know somebody in Yale, or you have a sob story, you're not getting in. With a 2.0 GPA, you're kidding yourself to think that you're getting into Yale. That's just the facts. And I feel like that's what that's equivalent to. You know, game, respect game. Real, recognize real. Kai Cenat invested, from what I've heard, over $500,000 into this. You got to be smart with your investment. You got to pick people that you feel like will succeed. I do believe I will succeed. However, I don't have the resume to prove that. So that's one. But the second thing that hit me was a content creator made a video that was hilarious. If I remember his name, I'll let y'all know. But I also have to remember to let y'all know, and that's a very slim chance. But this content creator, hilarious, made a video on people not making Streamers University and them getting so upset, complaining to their friends, and their friends trying to tell them, but they just keep on cutting their friend off, and their friend just gets frustrated and finally says, "Nigga, you 30. Get a job or life insurance." Hilarious. But it hurt. It struck a chord. Not an A minor, but a chord. In a couple months, I'm about to be 30. And it made me feel like I look crazy applying. I know what some of y'all thinking. Obi, you're blocking your blessings. You gotta shoot for the moon. And if you don't hit the moon, at least you'll be in the stars. But I feel like, for me, it actually does make sense. I feel like streaming is a young person's game. And if you're older, you can do it, but you also gotta be aware of your circumstances. Being in this big bro phase of my life, I gotta understand my circumstances. And people are like, but what about Duke Dennis? What about India Love? What about and there's a bunch of people who are, in their 30s or things like that. But I feel personally, I don't really know, but I feel like they're established in their craft. I also feel like there are a lot of streamers, content creators who are grown, who didn't apply for Streamers University because they know what's up. To the people who are 30 and up who apply for Streamers University, didn't get in, got in, I respect y'all. Y'all saw that stigma, ignored it, and went for it. More power to you. Unfortunately, my insecurities wouldn't let me. But that's the facts. Now, what does that have to do with me changing my name on these platforms? Well, even though I am trying to go with the nonchalant, whatever comes to my head, I'm going to post type of brand, I do actually study this. I actually do go to content creators, actually look at their pages and see how they maneuver about it, how they post, how they go about their things so I can perfect my craft, because I actually am going to try. And from what I've seen, the most nonchalant way to go about it is just to be real. Just, this is who I am. Kai Cenat, Tony, I don't want to know how to say his last name, so I'm just going to say Tony, but y'all know him. He never misses when he makes a skit. He'll have a skit where a dead leaf is on the ground looking at a tree with new leaves after spring just broke, and it'll be like, yo, what you doing? I thought we were supposed to be together. You really out here with new leaves? And the tree gonna be standing there like, I don't know what you talking about. They came to me. You said we broke up. And then the dead leaf will look up. It was supposed to be a break and you out here with new hoes. Fuck you. You know, type thing. He'd make something like that. You know who Tony is. But I've been studying they craft so I can perfect mine. And it just seems like it is a more authentic way of people to relate to me. This is who I am. But on another note too, I have been making up nicknames time and time and time and time again. And honestly, none of them really stuck. Obesity, Obi Iro, Don Iro, Buddha the Wanderer. And there's many more that I created when I was in high school and middle school that I can't even remember right now. But none of them stuck. But you know what did stick? Obi. Because that's who I am. So I think my intro is going to be like, what's going on? It's your boy, Obi Atuka. How y'all doing today? You feel me? But what do y'all think? You know, I love to hear your opinions. And if you've watched this far, thank you. I'm going to end it here because this is longer than I expected. But I'm starting to realize that the context of this content is going to always be this long because there's just so much to unpack. But as always, I wish y'all nothing but wealth, health, happiness, and of course, cheeks. Don't be silly. Wrap your willy. Peace.